Making $3,000 a week feels like an absolute win. You are seeing the country, your bank account is finally growing, and you feel like you are being paid what your labor is worth in the modern ICU. But for those of you with your sights set on becoming a CRNA, that high weekly rate might actually be a trap. It is what we call the golden handcuffs. It is a state where the short term financial comfort of travel nursing starts to anchor you to the bedside, making the transition to anesthesia school feel more like a sacrifice than an upgrade. In this video, I'm going to break down why your travel contract might be accidentally sabotaging your application and why staying for just one more contract could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in the long run. Stick around, because later I'm going to show you the specific wealth math comparing a travel career to an anesthesia career, and the numbers are not what you think. Clinical DNA. When you become a nurse anesthetist, your clinical foundation is everything. The problem with many travel contracts is that hospitals often hire travelers to fill gaps in lower acuity units or to handle the more stable patients while their core staff takes the high-level devices. If you spend your weeks managing stable chronic patients instead of titrating multiple pressors, navigating complex vent settings, or managing fresh hearts, your clinical DNA begins to erode. Admissions committees for nurse anesthetist programs are not just looking for time spent in the ICU, they are looking for provider potential. If you aren't the one managing the CRRT, the ECMO, or the Impella because the unit protects its core staff from traveler turnover, your skills are not growing. They are stalling. I will be explaining exactly how to audit your own clinical skills in a few minutes, but for now, you need to ask yourself if your current contract is actually preparing you for the rigor of a doctoral program. The 22% surge. The landscape for becoming a nurse anesthetist has shifted dramatically. According to the data we have compiled in the WISE CRNA Starter Kit, which is the only source I will cite today, there has been a 22% surge in applicant volume over the last 2 years alone. This means the competition is no longer just about who has the best grades. It is about who has the most relevant, high acuity experience. If you're traveling to smaller community hospitals because the pay is better, you're competing against nurses who stayed in academic level 1 trauma centers and handled the sickest patients every single day. If you enjoy these deep dives into the data of the profession, please hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel reach more ICU clinicians like you. We are building a community of strategic providers here, and I would love to have you part of it. The opportunity cost. Every year you spend travel nursing is a year you are not earning a nurse anesthetist salary. This is the opportunity cost that most people ignore. While that weekly check looks great today, you have to look at the 24-month clock. In a later section, I'm going to show you why the one more contract mentality is actually a debt-building strategy. If you delay your education by 2 years to chase travel pay, you're essentially trading a $350,000 per year ceiling for a short-term $150,000 floor. You're not just pausing your career, you're actively losing your most valuable asset, which is time in the high-earning phase of your professional life. We are going to look at the exact math of this in the wealth architecture section, and it might change how you view your next contract extension. The narrative audit. How you describe your travel experience on your resume is just as important as the experience itself. In a nurse anesthetist interview, they are going to grill you on your clinical rationale. Can you explain why you chose one intervention over another? When you are a traveler, you often follow the unit's existing flow without being part of the multidisciplinary rounding team that originates the plan. This makes your narrative task-oriented rather than outcome-oriented. You become the person who carries out orders instead of the person who understands the cellular level rationale behind them. To succeed in an interview, you need to be able to audit your daily shifts and extract the provider-level stories that prove you are ready for the head of the bed. We will discuss the specific milestones for this resume transformation shortly. The wealth architecture. Let's talk about the actual math of your career trajectory. A travel nurse can make a very comfortable living, often hitting the 6-figure mark easily. But as a nurse anesthetist, especially in high autonomy states or the 1099 market, your income potential shifts into a completely different stratosphere. When you factor in the compound interest of investing in anesthesia salary versus a travel salary over a 10-year period, the difference often exceeds $1 million. This is why the handcuffs are so dangerous. They make you feel rich today while keeping you poor compared to your future potential. If you want the full breakdown of these numbers, I have put together a complete roadmap for you. Download the free CRNA starter kit in the description below to see the exact 2026 salary projections. It is a 12-page audit that covers everything from the 24-month clock to the wealth guide. The reference gap. Building your application file is a full-time job in itself. As a traveler, it is notoriously difficult to get the high-quality letters of recommendation you need. Most nurse anesthetist programs require a letter from your unit manager or a clinical supervisor who has seen you work for a significant amount of time. If you are moving every 13 weeks, you are not building the professional relationships required to secure a strong endorsement. You are viewed as a guest in the unit, not a leader or a long-term asset. To get accepted, you need to be the person the unit looks to during a crisis, not the person asking where the supply room is. Without a deep local professional network, your application will always feel superficial compared to the staff nurse who has led committees and precepted students for years. The stabilization year. So, when is it time to stop traveling and start applying? For many of you, the transition back to a staff position at a high acuity facility is a strategic necessity, not a step backward. This is what I call the stabilization year. Most top tier programs for the nurse anesthetist want to see that you are currently immersed in a high intensity environment. They want to see that you have a recent, consistent record of managing complex patients in a facility where you are fully integrated into the team. If you have been traveling for 3 years, you likely need a year back at a major academic center to prove your clinical edge is still sharp and to secure those critical letters of recommendation. We are going to look at how to time this move perfectly in the final section. The identity shift. The decision to leave travel nursing is a psychological shift from a worker mindset to a provider mindset. A worker is focused on the hourly rate and the immediate paycheck. A provider is focused on clinical mastery, professional autonomy, and long-term legacy. Becoming a nurse anesthetist is the ultimate clinical upgrade, but it requires you to be willing to be uncomfortable again. It requires you to leave the ease of the travel life and step back into the high-pressure world of academic medicine where you are constantly being evaluated. This identity shift is the hardest part of breaking the golden handcuffs, but it is also the most rewarding. The new trajectory. The 2026 cycle is going to be the most competitive in history, and the clock is already ticking. If you are ready to stop chasing the weekly rate and start building your legacy, it is time to take the first step. To see more on how the landscape of anesthesia is changing, click on my previous video about the reality of school competition or my deep dive into autonomy versus medical direction. Your journey from the bedside to the head of the bed starts with a single strategic choice. Stay wise.